All right, hey everyone, Jammer here from Jammer's Wrestling Magazine Collection. And today I'm going to do a newer style magazine video. Bear with me, my voice is just really raspy, like even worse today than usual. I had a rough night last night with friends and some beverages, so it might not be the most crisp voice today. But last night, AEW Collision was on. It was its debut show. This is the third TV show for AEW. There was Dynamite, Rampage, and now Collision. People say Collision was created because of CM Punk and Andrade and Thunder Rosa and Miro, guys who could not get along with the direction that Tony Khan wanted with Dynamite, I guess, or maybe just with certain people. The higher ups in AEW who also wrestle for the company. But I thought it would be a fun little video here today just to go through and see how many times since All Elite Wrestling has been created that they made it on the cover of the PWI Wrestling magazine. So I went through, and the first one actually was on the PWI 40th anniversary. So that's kind of neat that here we go. All Elite Wrestling. Will it succeed? Will it fail? Well, we know it succeeded. Definitely so. This is in December of 2019. October of 2019. So yeah, it's definitely succeeded. And then some. I'll put it up here. Oh, these magazines, by the way, the new PWI magazines are just like very flimsy, like really. The next one here is the PWI 500, actually, from December 2020, and it's AEW has officially arrived. A new era in the PWI 500 with Jon Moxley coming in at number one with the AEW world title right there on the cover. Again, this is a good cover. It speaks to fans and to casual fans, because those who used to watch WWE with the Shield there probably are wondering, well, Jon Moxley, isn't that Dean Ambrose? And they might want to buy the magazine and see it. So again, that's a pretty clever, creative cover for that magazine. The next one was from, and shock, like that was December 2020, right? The next one is February 2021, so it wasn't that much longer. Then we got to see on the cover up here FTR and Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page, and of course both teams have the tag titles around their waist because they were feuding that year for the belts. And down below I see Rey Fenix and Penta. So AEW definitely helped with this magazine cover. It showed that they're definitely here to stay. The number one team that year was FTR, so AEW really dominated the rankings for that. So the next one is April 2021, and I already spoke about this in the year-end awards video I did. I'm not a fan of this guy, but Orange Cassidy, he is AEW. He got the most popular wrestler of the year award. So it's, it is what it is. Fans like him. I don't get it. Never will, but whatever. The next time we see an AEW star on the cover is in August of 2021. And we see Kenny Omega here with the AEW world title, along with the other top stars in other organizations. So Kenny, of course, was dominating here at the time as world champ. And a sweet little cartoon drawing of everyone there. It's kind of neat to see. And December 2021, we see Kenny Omega again make the cover, this time for the PWI 500, the 31st annual, because he was the number one wrestler overall. So there we go. Once again, AEW as the top star. That was a year later from Moxley doing it. So AEW once again proving that they are here to stay. Like, will it succeed? Will it fail? Well, I mean, there's definitely succeeding, right? 2 years in a row for that. This is a throwback cover. This is October 2021. This is a throwback to the first ever cover of PWI. Right there. Look at that. The DMD era begins. Dr. Britt Baker stomps by. So Dr. Britt Baker made the cover there. So there's an AEW woman making the cover for the first time. An AEW woman made the cover. So that's kind of neat. Let me put this down here a bit, get a better view now of things. In January 2022, we see this is the first ever women's 150, which I've talked about in the PWI 500 video. So here we see Thunder Rosa, and we see Dr. Britt Baker here with Nyla Rose. So the women did make the cover, along with the WWE women, of course, and the Japanese women and Impact and everything. So again, though, it's good to see the AEW doing well. This time in the April 2022 one, they definitely dominated the front cover and the back cover. This is the year-end awards. It even says AEW dominates the 2021 PWI awards. Just to prove that, first of all, here's the back of it. Right? Just to prove that, I'm going to go through this for you guys, the awards, and we're going to see how this all worked out. So Rookie of the Year was Jade Cargill, so there's an AEW star. Most Improved Wrestler of the Year was Dr. Britt Baker. Comeback of the Year was CM Punk, who look at him. Oh, he looks disheveled. That must have been was that after the chain match with MJF, I wonder? Maybe. Okay, that's Edge. Actually, WWE guy got inspirational, so Edge did get that. Most Popular went to CM Punk. Most Hated went to MJF. Feud of the Year went to Chris Jericho versus MJF. Nick Gage. Match of the Year went to Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa. The Faction of the Year went to the Inner Circle. Tag Team of the Year went to the Young Bucks. Woman of the Year went to Dr. Britt Baker. And Wrestler of the Year went to Kenny, by God, Omega. So, yeah, AEW definitely dominated the year-end awards for 2021. My theory on that still to this day is that fans were just fed up with the WWE. They wanted an alternative for years. They finally got it. And I'm not saying that Impact Wrestling wasn't an alternative, but something about AEW just really seems magical, and I really don't know why, but it just is, right? Fans love it. For Supercards 22 in August 2022, so I guess that match with Punk wasn't the dog collar. Here's the dog collar match right here with MJF. So I don't know why Punk was all bloody there. I don't know what he was doing or who he was feuding with at that time. But yeah, so AEW does get mentioned and noticed here. And like I said, this is August 2022. And another former AEW star up here, old Cody Rhodes, wrestling Seth Rollins from WrestleMania that year. Our next one is October 2022, and this is, we see two women make the cover here. It says, who will rule the roost in AEW? We got the AEW Women's Champion Thunder Rosa and the AEW TBS Champion Jade Cargill. They're definitely, making history here. Two women on the cover, both AEW stars. That's the first we've seen for that in such a detailed. I mean, we had the Britt Baker one here. I think is that Rio, I think she's wrestling, but still, this gives like a full thing. This is just, there's no one else. This is just them, right? So that's very cool. Very cool. The next time we see one now is November 2022. It's the PWI poll. They did this. They started this back, I want to say, in '95 maybe, and they've continued on. But um, we see the AEW World Champion CM Punk here. We see John Moxley there. You know, um, Eddie Kingston's up here. So it's definitely AEW. You know, highly shown on that magazine as well. Next up, we have December 2022. It's the PWI 500, and we see, you know, CM Punk, Hangman Adam Page is on there. John Moxley's on here. Adam Cole's on here because he's a part of AEW now, and Bryan Danielson. So a lot of guys who used to be WWE mainstays are now in AEW. You know, they chose to leave the WWE and work for All Elite Wrestling. And, you know, it was very rare if that ever happened back for Impact or Ring of Honor or such. But AEW definitely, you know, getting the stars. That's my hand there hitting that. Sorry about that. And last but not least, we got April 2023, and this is another year-end award. And we see FTR with Tag Team of the Year, and Hook got Rookie of the Year for AEW. And so, again, you know, neat, cool. So this clearly is a good sign, right? PWI puts out 9 magazines a year, and now we see a majority with AEW stars appearing on the cover. It shows that wrestling organization is doing well. It's popular. Some fans hate it. You know, a lot of fans will trash it. A lot of fans praise it. You never really get an in-between for AEW. Either fans think it's the greatest thing in the world or they absolutely hate it. They think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world. Or they don't like the certain stars there, or they'll mock it. They'll say John Moxley bleeds in every match. Well, yeah, he probably does. They say that, you know, the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega make wrestling look fake with the moves they do. Well, wrestling, I mean, really, look back at what we used to watch. I mean, we used to watch guys like, you know, The Undertaker locked the Ultimate Warrior in a coffin, and we were supposed to believe the Warrior had died in the coffin. Or we saw Earthquake squish Jake the Snake Roberts' pet snake Damien, which was really just ground hamburger, right? I mean, wrestling is ridiculous. It's a chance for us to just, you know, let ourselves live in the disbelief that what's happening is happening, and let's just enjoy it. Too many people critique it now. They want to go online and base their opinions, and everyone all of a sudden is a Dave Meltzer. And trust me, it's never good to be a Dave Meltzer. You can read Bret Hart's autobiography and find out wrestlers who are, I guess, are only marks for themselves probably care about Dave Meltzer and what he says. A lot just don't care. And I don't think they care about what we say as fans. AEW is enjoyable for me. I like it. I personally like All Elite Wrestling. I enjoy Dynamite. I enjoy Collision. I don't really enjoy Rampage because I live in Canada, and the only way to see Rampage is to stream it on the TSN app, and that sucks. But the only 2 Rampage shows I remember worth watching were the first one where CM Punk returned, and the one where Christian Cage defeated Kenny Omega for the Impact World title. So that's it. I mean, really, Rampage is kind of like a throwaway show, and I get it. But I'm sure if for people who can watch it, it probably is enjoyable. And I probably would watch it if I could, right? So there's that. Anyways, this is the first of many AEW magazines that are going to be coming out for PWI. And right now, I also feel with so much wrestling out there, with All Elite Wrestling, with Ring of Honor, and the WWE, with Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and MLW, NWA, you know, Japan, Mexico. There's so much. There could easily be 12 issues a month now for Pro Wrestling Illustrated, clearly, or there could be another magazine as well. They could bring back The Wrestler and Inside Wrestling. Why not? There's just so much now, and this proves it. So, you know, does anyone out there actually collect these newer style magazines with the AEW stars on the cover, or do you like them? Do you like how the PWIs look now with this? I mean, they pretty much, more colorful. I'll give it that. Compared to the old magazines that came out in the 80s, 90s, and such, and 2000s. But, it's just good to see AEW stars getting some recognition, getting noticed. Hopefully that helps continue with the growth of AEW and with the growth of PWI and wrestling magazines in general. I don't want to see wrestling magazines die. In the era of everything being online to read and at your fingertips on your cell phone, holding something in your hands like this, the physical print of something to collect and to look for in the store, is still one of the best feelings you can get. And I feel bad for those out there who don't know how to experience it because they never had to. Everything's just on their phone or on their computer. No, go out, buy the physical copy, enjoy it, put it in your collection, read it again, look at it. There's great pictures. It's just fun. Just fun. That's all I can say. Just collecting wrestling magazines and looking through them is fun. So thank you for watching once again. I know this video is kind of weird today, right? AEW, new stuff, but I thought, why not, right? All Elite Wrestling is doing well right now. Let's give it some love, on the old YouTube channel here for Jammer's Wrestling Magazine collection. So thanks for watching, and leave a comment, talk about this. That's what I want this channel for. I want people to interact and meet new friends, meet new people to discuss wrestling magazines or discuss wrestling. I don't want this to grow to make money. I don't even know how to do that, to be honest. I don't even care. I mean, I have a job, so I don't give a shit about that. I just want to make people realize how cool wrestling magazines are in the year, 2023. So let's not let this hobby die. Let's not let AEW die. Keep watching, keep supporting both AEW and me if you can. Support this channel, keep watching it, keep liking it. Share it with people if you want. I don't care. But thank you. And until I give another video, which will probably be tomorrow, I'll talk to you later.